Gotcha. Right in the sights. Alright. How's it going, everyone? That was just my Lancer. I thought I'd open up tonight with an awesome way to start it with walk in with this massive machine. A beautiful thing, because the reason why I walk in with this massively beautiful machine, tonight's topic is going to be video games. I've talked to you before about how I love playing video games. It's kind of a hobby of mine. It's something that I feel, honestly, I feel everyone would benefit awesomely from. I'm blinding myself with my LED light. If they found the right niche. There's a lot of different types of video games. So tonight we're going to talk about a little bit about that, and we're going to talk about what I like to play, and maybe help get rid of some of those stereotypes. Because, granted, I'm not going to lie, when it comes to video games, a lot of the stereotypes are true. We do love Mountain Dew. We do love Doritos. Now, I'm not a spicy or hot Cheeto kind of person. I actually like the taco flavored Doritos. If you've ever had those, magnificent. Yes. I'm a video game player, though. I love playing. I am a huge Xbox guy. I've played PlayStation. I actually used to, so I let's see. Okay, let me name off the game systems I've played on over the years. Obviously, I've done PC gaming. A little bit of that early on. My first actual gaming system I received was Nintendo 64. And I think like every one of us, we all were Nintendo people. Come on, Sega, Atari, Nintendo. That's what we had. That's what we grew up with. But we branched off now. I did own a PlayStation 4. It was a badass Darth Vader PlayStation 4 for Star Wars Battlefront 1 for PlayStation 4. We'll get into that game. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. I had an Xbox 360. It was funny because I remember having my first job working at McDonald's, and it was hilarious. So early on, I was not allowed to have gaming systems. My family thought that they were a waste of time and a waste of money, yada yada. Well, down the road, my mother started dating her now fiance, or now not fiance, wow, her now husband, wow. And he was a big big gamer of all kinds, but he played Xbox 360 a lot. And so he let me play on his 360 a bit. So that was kind of cool. Because early on, the only taste of gaming I got to do was like behind the scenes, either going to my friend's house and playing like on their PlayStation 2. Also, one really cool thing, so my uncle, I know I'm going to jump around a bit, I'm sorry. My uncle Scott, one of the coolest people I know. Really, he is. There's only two people in my family that I think are like legitly the coolest people on the face of the planet, and that's probably like my Uncle Scott and my Aunt Ginger. Amazing. When I was I don't remember how young I was, but I remember he'd asked for my birthday, what do you want? And I said, I want Combat Evolved. This was back before it was on an Xbox, guy, so this was early on. He bought it for me for PC. My mom freaked out on him. Said, how dare you buy this violent video game for my son, blah, 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 blah. So he said he'd return it, but actually what he did, sorry, I'm ratting you out, Uncle Scott, but it's years later. I think we're okay. But I think we're in the clear now. He actually took it back to his house and told me every time I come over, I can just go hide in the back room and play it on his PC. Did it all the time. So I grew up loving Halo, Combat Evolved. So going back to it, so later on when I was working at my first job, I was given the ability to purchase my very own console. So I bought an Xbox 360. I was super, super happy. Loved it. Played the hell out of it. Then a few months later, they released, hey, we're coming out with the Xbox One. Like a dumbass, I waited at midnight and purchased an Xbox One when it came out. I paid $500 for it. Out the door, a big, bulky, black Xbox One. Don't get me wrong, I love the hell out of that machine, but yes, I paid $500 for it. Then, when the, when the Xbox One S's came out, I wasn't going to get one. I was like, I don't need to upgrade, plus they're going to be putting out an X in another year. Let's hold off for that. However, as you saw with me walking in the room with this Gears of War 4 Lancer, I am a Gears of War nut, like a huge Gears of War fan. And well, I bought the Gears of War for Xbox One S for $400, I want to say, which is funny because it's like 2 terabytes versus the 500 gigs you got in the Xbox One, and it's 4K gaming. Well, it's not true 4K gaming; it's 4K streaming for like video playing, whatevs. But it enhances your gaming like amazingly. I'm actually gonna turn around here with the camera because now this is gonna be weird. I don't normally keep gaming stuff, in my closet. However, for tonight's show, I thought it'd be really awesome to show, I am a bit of a gaming. Now, I have more statues and shit out there. I've always been made fun of by family, friends, and all kinds of stuff for the gaming stuff I buy, but I love it. Let's go off, let's go down the line. Let's talk, I'm gonna probably hit a lot of these games really quickly and really fast because we're talking about stereotypes and talking about styles of gaming and stuff I do. So we're gonna go down the line a bit quick tonight because I don't want to be here for, 6 hours, as much as that's wrong. I would love to be here for 6 hours. 1, I gotta sleep. 2, you gotta sleep. And 3, who really wants to watch a 6-hour video? Not me. Even I wouldn't do it, sorry. First off, I don't know if you saw this. I'm going to pull each one off the shelf, go one by one. Halo Reach. This is a lovely collector's edition that I bought and actually has everything. Now, I like to also bring up, I did work at GameStop for a few years. If you ever are bored and want to prowl GameStop, games like this. So now I think it's backwards. Yeah, it's backwards compatible on the Xbox One now. Before it became backwards compatible, you know how much I paid for this? Like less than $5. And that's not even like because I work at GameStop or because, no, used Halo Reach because this sells for the same price as a regular Halo Reach disc. Because it's funny, all of this don't matter. They just want the game. So I paid like less than $5. I think this was probably like $3 or $4 I paid for this. I was so happy. So it was awesome. Had the sleeve on it. I was so amazed by that. You open up this bad boy right here. You get yourself another little case here. So right on the front here, Halo Reach. Awesome game, really fun game. I'm gonna pop that guy out. Set that down. As you can see, deep inside, I love that little Oni sticker. You probably can't see it very well because of lighting. But the Oni sticker's right there. It's still in its packaging. If you open the back here, it even says like top secret, Eyes Oni Corp, all that fun stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, UNSC. You open it up. Let's see what you got inside. We'll toss things around a bit here. First off, there's all kinds of like little manuscripts and papers and files and stuff, important documents that you shouldn't be seeing. That's for UNSC eyes. And then this was the cool part right here. This is the journal. All the journal entries are amazing. Just fantastic. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how fantastic. So this was one of those cool buys that I happen to find, and I am very gracious and lucky that I have it. So. Especially since I'm a big Halo fan. I really am. Ooh, you have no idea. Like I said, Halo was one of the, as I was just saying, Halo Combat Evolved was the game that I was allowed to have on the PC. Well, wasn't allowed to have, but I had on the PC. And it helped give me an introduction kind of to shooters. So that was kind of a fun, awesome thing for me. So that's why I have a real strong connection with Halo, in my opinion. I've always had that strong connection. Put that on. Awesome. Halo Reach, guys. I have right here also the first Halo Wars. It's not the best game in the world, but it's still pretty fun. I'm not gonna come on, it is. If you like playing like Civilization and that kind of stuff, this is decently fun and it's a cool concept. Once again, this was one of those awesome collector's editions. Steelbook. Anyone who knows me, I am a sucker for badass steel books. I mean, come on, look at that. That doesn't get any cooler than that. I mean, guys. And then inside this, you also get a lovely little, once again, little pamphlets of crap you don't need. But you open up that guy, and you have like literally a manuscript, a book here of Genesis. So that's just amazing in itself right there. And it's one of those collectors, once again, one of those collector's editions that I probably purchased for less than $3 or $4. Just because it was that someone traded it in, I picked it up. You get lucky sometimes. You can pick up things like that, and it's awesome. This right here is going to be for Halo 4 or 5, or yes, Halo 5. I'm retarded, sorry. Halo 5. I actually did pay a lot of money. I paid, I'm not going to clarify, but a lot of money for the collector's edition. I actually have the statues in the case. If I have enough time tonight, I'll go out there and show you the case. But this was the steelbook, which is funny. It came with a steelbook, but the game was digital. So this was just like a, hey, look, it's a memento of nothing. Yay! Then you open it up. Manuscripts on the entire team. You get whole clearance of everybody. I was actually supposed to have this really bad from Fascination Inc. There was a sheet metal that you fold to make the Guardian. However, when I was living with drug dealers, they stole that. So that's really depressing because you can't actually buy that. That was exclusive to the collector's edition. So I either have to find someone who's willing to sell me a unopened collector's edition, or, well, I was in the collector's edition and the hardened edition, because the hardened edition was this steelbook. The collector's edition was the steelbook with the giant statue. So yeah, sadly, I don't have that cool Guardian statue. It makes me really depressed because I really loved that. I wanted to make it, but whatevs. Okay, going on. Keep going. Sorry, we're going to keep going because, yeah. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Once again, I think I paid $2 for this, if not. And this right here, you're getting a badass steelbook. Come on, once again, who does not love an amazing steelbook in here? You also get a lovely book to the art of Modern Warfare 2. I mean, gives you all the info on everyone. And if you haven't played Modern Warfare 2, that right there is, in my opinion, probably one of the, like, that's the height of the Call of Duty. That's one of the greatest Call of Duties ever made and ever will be made. It's just fantastic. And the cool thing about it is it's not just a shooter. If you played it, it's a great storyline. It's a great game. It's really got a steelbook here. I had gotten the hardened edition of Black Ops 2. This was kind of cool because early on, I didn't know if I was going to get this. I was going to pre-order it, and then I decided, no, save my money. I'll just get the regular edition. My stepdad, for a birthday gift, came in, because it came out like around my birthday time, came in and upgraded me to a hardened edition and paid it off for me. So, got the cool, and it's cool, because in the front here, you have the Black Ops 2 front side. Back side, you got the zombie. That was kind of a cool ordeal. I'll just say Black Ops 2 is fun. It's not the greatest game in the world, but it's fun. Moving on there, later on I did purchase Call of Duty Ghosts. I paid too much money for this game because I paid for it on I paid $60 for it for the 360 version. And then a month later the Xbox One came out, so I purchased the Xbox One, traded this in. I know you paid $5 and you got the standard edition, so I did. However, I really wanted this. It's funny, I traded my copy back in to pay an extra like $60 or $70 for this hardened edition, just because, yes, okay, it came with all the expansions, so that was kind of cool, the season pass, but it came with this cool wristband. It was dope, but now I can't even find that wristband. The thing about Call of Duty Ghosts is I don't want to trash talk it too much because it was horrible, but I liked it. It was bad, but I liked it. I liked the guns. I thought the guns were amazing in Call of Duty Ghosts. I thought the maps were pretty awesome. I thought the alien story was kind of cool. The problem about the Call of Duty Ghosts, though, was the multiplayer, the spawn points sucked, and I would simply say the story built you up with this amazing opening, like, intro, and then fell right on its ass with a shitty just, here's a badass story, and then let's fuck it up now. Yay, me. Trying to go fast, I know. I might eventually go through, like, certain games. I might play, I'm gonna drop the thing. I might play a couple of these and just go through, not tonight, but, a couple of these videos. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I know, we're going through the line. I'll speed up. I have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Steelbook here. You can see, amazing, comes with the hardened. I have the hardened edition Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and the hardened edition of Call of Duty Infinite. Oh, I guess not called the hardened. So after Black Ops 3, they pretty much fuck that, hardened it up. I forgot. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Legacy Pro Edition. Sorry. Which I'll show you that guy right there. Pretty cool. The thing about this one was so cool because it came with the digital remastered of Call of Duty 4. Awesome game. What I will say with those three, Advanced Warfare, I actually really loved it. The storyline was kind of, it was average. It wasn't bad, but it was all right. It was better than Ghost. The multiplayer was 10 times better than Ghost. It was an awesome concept. Black Ops 3, to this day, is probably the only Call of Duty that I have not finished the campaign. Why? Because it was just so bad. And the multiplayer maps were just so bad. It was just like shit and garbage. And I was so sad because, like, Black Ops wasn't bad. Black Ops 2 wasn't bad. Black Ops 3 was just garbage. So, I'm sorry for you Black Ops 3 lovers. I'm sorry, it's garbage. The story was shit because it's been done before over and over and over again. And it's just bullshit. I'm sorry. It's just bullshit. Out the door. Trash out the door. Out the door. Infinite Warfare. Had Infinite Warfare fixed their multiplayer, Infinite Warfare would have been the best Call of Duty game to date, in my opinion. Why? Because the campaign is fantastic. If you played Infinite Warfare, the story is amazing. And actually, if you even beat the game, if you watch all the ending credits and you get to watch, I'm not ruining the game for anyone, but maybe another day I will. I'll just tell you right now, if you played it, you know the heartbreak, the heartache. No, it's not okay. That was an emotional game. So that was just, oh my god, amazing that it made me want to cry. Call of Duty making you want to cry, that's something right there. That's story writing right there. However, the multiplayer was literally like, they spent so much money and all this effort in making such a badass campaign that they were like, okay, we made a campaign. Oh, it's a Call of Duty game, so we need a multiplayer. What do we do? I don't, let's just copy and paste the Black Ops 3 stuff and we'll just put a different skin on it. Yeah, let's do that. Legitly, the maps are like the same, the characters are the same, everything's the same. It sucks, it's garbage. It just is. Moving on to a game that I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for, but I don't give a shit. Titanfall. I stood out in line for 15 hours waiting for Titanfall to come out on Xbox One. And actually, so I paid for the standard game, $60 for the game. Loved it. I'm not going to go into too much there, but about 6 months later, maybe a little longer, I found someone nearby who was selling the collector's edition, which I still get shit for today, but I love it. Oh my god, is this not the coolest fucking thing you've ever seen in your fucking life? Oh my god. It's amazing! It's a giant Titan with pilots on it, and it fucking lights up. There we go. So you can either have evil Titan and good guy, or good Titan, evil guy. Oh my gosh, I'm a big mech suit guy. I think mech suits are the way of the future, and I really hope I live long enough to see mech suits like this. This is the shit right here. It's huge. It's fucking huge. That's why I have nowhere to put it. It sits on top of my fridge right now. All I have to say to DICE and all of you guys who created Titanfall, fantastic game. I don't have Titanfall 2 on my shelf, however, I did play it this past year. Amazing. Amazing. Stop shit-talking Titanfall, people, because it is an amazing game. You guys are just too intellectually retarded to figure out how to play it. So, fuck off. Thank you. We're going to move on there. We're going to go ahead to, I have Destiny and Destiny 2. I have yet to actually finish Destiny 2, and I have not bought the expansions to Destiny 2. However, I am loving it so far. Destiny is one of those games that when you play it, you know that it should suck, and in a way it does, but you just love playing it. It's kind of like, I hate to compare it to Call of Duty, but it's Call of Duty. You're like, it's garbage. It's a shitty-ass game. When's the next one coming out? You know, that's how, I hate playing this. This is so stupid. I don't like this. When's the next expansion coming out? I'm going to pay for it. That's how Destiny is. I love playing it. It's really stupid, but I love playing it. I love the customization. I love the idea of a first-person MMO. I love it. It's awesome. Moving on. Destiny was cool. Oh, by the way, actually going back. Pull that back. Peter Dinklage was amazing as the Ghost. So you assholes who got rid of Peter Dinklage, go fuck yourself. Peter Dinklage was amazing. Moving on now. Next game on the shelf, we have Doom. Doom is awesome. It's so stupid that it's awesome. I love it. And that's what Doom should be. Because you don't go into Doom thinking, I'm looking for this awesome, great story. And that's the thing, I'm a big story guy, but you don't go into Doom. If you played classic Doom, you don't go into Doom for the classic story. You're going to Doom to blow shit up and kill demons on Mars. And that's what you do. Your character doesn't even talk the whole game. There's the only person that talks is a robotic synthetic whatever that talks to you and says, hey, by the way, I know you just woke up and you're all fucked up and shit, but yeah, you're on Mars and shit just got down. So that's amazing. If you're looking for something to mindlessly just zone out, like you're pissed off at the world and you just want to kill people, the campaign is almost 13 fucking hours long. It's awesome. Granted, it's just you running around and killing shit, but it's awesome. Play it, guys. Batman Arkham Knight. Now, I have played Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. This is the collector's edition, obviously, of which, when I say collector, I should say the Batman edition, because there was 3 editions. There was the standard Batman Arkham Knight. There was the Batman edition, which I bought, and then there was the Batmobile edition. Guess what? I got teased for a long time by a manager that he was so happy and so pleased with himself because he spent $250 on this Batmobile edition that got canceled 2 weeks before the actual game release. So they didn't actually give anyone a Batmobile. Because you know why? Because it was made so shitty that they decided not to give it to the fans. And except they just gave it away at San Diego Comic-Con. So, and guess what? This is even the funnier part. Since they were already 2 weeks away from releasing the game, they didn't have the ability to hook everyone up with Batman editions. So all the people who spent all that extra money, guess what, got their money reimbursed and said, sorry, your life sucks. So I walked out of there with my Batman statue, which I'll show if I get time, and that he didn't walk out with anything. He was so bitter about it for months. It was awesome. He never got his Batman. I'm sorry, he didn't. Yeah, he knows. I doubt he's watching this video, but if he is, he knows exactly what it is, and he's probably turning the video off at this point. Moving on real quick. We're getting there, guys. I'm trying to go fast because I am already a lot longer than I wanted to be in this video. Quantum Break. First off, that's a badass steelbook. How can you not? I'll just tell you right now, I would say Quantum Break was one of those games that got really underrated. It was an Xbox One exclusive game that was kind of fantastic. It really fucking was. It was half a first-person shooter, and then the other half, it was a TV show. And the cool thing about it was the events you did in the game changed the TV show. That's awesome. You controlled it. And they had a great cast. They had, I forget the actor's name, but they had the guy from fucking X-Men who played Iceman. They had a guy who plays from Game of Thrones, Littlefinger, as the bad guy. What more can you go wrong with? That's an awesome cast already. We love them. Great game where you get the ability to warp time around. So when people are shooting at you, you can kind of freeze. It's kind of like a time shift game. If you played Time Shift was also a kind of a fun game. It was dumb, but it was awesomely fun. So, just like Time Shift, but Quantum Break was an amazing storytelling game, was a fantastic concept, was new to the engine. It was awesome. People, if you didn't play Quantum Break, or if you did and you trash-talked it, go fuck yourself. Because once again, awesome game. This was back when I had a PS4. I actually didn't get to play this game. I just happened to have the Steelbook. The Sword Art Online Holo Realization. I don't know if I've talked about it before, I'm a big Sword Art guy, so when I saw this, I was planning on picking up the game. Sadly, though, around the time that the game came out, I had to sell my PS4, so I don't have it anymore, but I wish I had. One of these days, I'll rebuy a PS4, and yes, I will pick this game up just to play it. Yes. So, I was talking about how I am a big Gears of War fan. Remember how I was talking about going to GameStop and picking up classic steel books and shit that nobody ever want? Yes, Gears of War. Here's Gears of War 1 in a steel book. Here's also Gears of War 2 in a steel book. So that's just kind of amazing. I'm a huge Gear. I love that. I mean, what other first-person shooter gives you a fucking chainsaw on your rifle? I mean, don't get me wrong, Halo's got the energy swords and everything, but I'm going to bring up why I love Gears of War. It's actually not just because of the awesome commentary or the awesome bloodshed or just the fantastic just style of gameplay. So I told you I wasn't really allowed to have a console. I wasn't allowed to play video games, essentially, except for, like, Legoland or Toy Story Adventure on your PC. So it was kind of shitty. It kind of got sucky towards the end there. Well, I remember I was telling myself before I got my 360, I was telling myself, I love looking at video game pictures and watching video game videos, but I don't have a console and I should just give up now. I'm never going to get one and I should just give up. Until I saw a trailer for Gears of War 2. Yeah, no. The trailer for Gears of War 2 made me just say, no, I have to. Actually, so there's a tattoo. I wish I had a picture to show you, because there's no way I can zoom in on that statue. Marcus Phoenix in a video game which is the main character, has a tattoo of like a skull. It kind of looks like the Omen symbol, but it's not. It's the skull with a cog around it, with a bullet hole in the center of the skull, and then two lancers coming outside. I'm getting that tattoo one day, and I promise you, in the next year or two, I will have that tattoo on my arm, hopefully. I am a huge Gears of War nut. I own 2 different Lancers. This is the Gears of War 4 Lancer, as you can see, has the nice, awesome wooden stock. Even lights up, has the flashlight right here. Go right here. The only downside, oh yeah, and this bad boy comes out, which is awesome. With active reload, you motherfuckers. Only downside to this guy, it makes no sounds, which is kind of lame, but you say, well, it has lights. Yeah, but the Gears of War 2 Lancer actually made sound. Now, it's not as big as this guy, but it's still awesome. I actually walked around Comic-Con with both this and the Gears of War 2 Lancer. It's fantastic, because my Gears of War 2 Lancer has actually been held by famous people, so that's kind of cool. This one hasn't yet. I did walk around Emerald City Comic-Con. I didn't have any cool big celebrities hold it. Hopefully in the near future I will, though. But, what the hell, right? Will Wheaton actually held my Gears of War 2 Lancer. But I have a Gears of War Cleaver. As I'll show here, I actually have a fantastic Marcus Phoenix statue from my Gears of War 3 Collector's Edition. I have many Gears of War, just everything. Huge Gears of War fan. I have this. It's funny because I bought the console and I was mad and happy. I wanted the Steelbook, but so when you bought the console, gave it to you digitally, so like, oh, you don't need it. I found a buddy who bought it, and he's like, I don't really care, you can have it, so he gave me the Steelbook. So, kind of awesome. So, big Gears of War fan. I need to get the statue for Gears of War 4. I don't have that, because I chose to buy the console. I also bought the... I bought the strategy guide. Yes, the collector's edition strategy guide. And then I also spent money on the Gears of War 4 Elite controller. Beautiful controller. And I love the case. It has a Lancer on it. I love Lancers. Nothing can't be made better than, you can't make something not better by handing someone a Lancer. It just makes the world that much better. Yeah. Going into another game that was a newer concept that I have fallen in love with, and that is Overwatch. I am a diehard Overwatch motherfucker. Blizzard just proves to me that they are amazing at making games. Now, sadly, as I told you, I grew up without being able to do much gaming, so I didn't get into WoW. I missed out on that kind of, that train. Maybe one day I'll give it a try. Hopefully, I'd like to. But I missed out on WoW. I didn't do Heroes of the Storm. I did not do Diablo. I have played a little bit Diablo. I liked it, but I want to rebuy Diablo and actually play it for myself instead of just playing it at friends' houses. But Overwatch is fantastic, which is hilarious because if you actually play Overwatch, it's everything I hate about a video game, yet for some reason it's amazing. I usually love a video game that has some kind of fantastic story or some kind of fantastic campaign, something that I can focus and spend hours on, and you jump in Overwatch and there's no story and there's no campaign, there's nothing, and people are like, well, I know some of you are going to go back to the video, well, you said Titanfall was great, but it had no campaign. It had a campaign, you just didn't pay attention, you dumbass retard. Just saying. Come back. Overwatch, though. It doesn't have a campaign. However, the characters are so unique and different. It's awesome because anytime you played a game like that, the characters are usually relatively simple. Like, let's say, in the game, there's different tanks. Let's see, how many tanks are there? You have Reinhardt. You have D.Va. You have, Roadhog. You have Zimitra. I know I'm forgetting another one right now. But all of those are so different. D.Va is a little Korean chick who is flying a mech suit. Now, surprisingly, that's not my favorite character, but it is my girlfriend's favorite character. This mech suit has the ability for like 5 seconds fly with its jets anywhere in the fucking air. 2, it shoots rockets. 3, it has a force field that can pop up every so often. And it shoots guns like crazy. The closest person to that would maybe be Reinhardt. Reinhardt is a German just war tank of a guy in this big battle armor suit holding a warhammer. And he can hit the shit out of you. He also, if you hold down his jetpacks on his back, he can ram you into a wall and smash you. There's Genji, there's Soldier 76, there's Tracer, there's Pharah. I'm a huge Pharah guy. I mean, see, actually, go over here. I don't have all the pops, but as you can see, I have Reaper. I got a gold Soldier 76 from Blizzard.com. I have a Soldier 76 from GameStop. A limited edition Emerald Pharah from Emerald City Comic Con. 2017 exclusive Pharah, which is the same thing as these two, but this one you got a GameStop. It's just the re-release of this, but a GameStop. The Blizzard.com version of Pharah. The ThinkGeek exclusive Tracer, which is the Posh. Regular Tracer. The Hot Top exclusive May, which has her Blizzard around her, which is badass as hell. Sadly, that's it for the overall. Yeah, I guess I'm continuing. There's the Gears of War pops. As you can see, some huge stuff. I love this. Well, this is one of my favorites right here. See, he's holding a locust head when blood's all over him, and he has the gold lancer. That's amazing. Yeah, you see there's some Doom pops, some Fallout. I just thought that was cool. I don't actually have Fallout 4. I have a love-hate relationship with Fallout. We'll do that another night. But Call of Duty's Ghost Riley. Ghost is just one of the coolest people in Call of Duty. We're just ending at that part. Moving on. Also this past year... Oh, actually, no. One last thing before I move on with Overwatch. I've told you about the Collector's Edition. This is a fantastic, amazing set. It's heavy as hell. It's made out of like copper. So this thing was like almost a copperish color when it got it. It's slowly turning green. This motherfucker is going to be the Statue of Liberty in the future, this Soldier 76. But it's amazing. Heavy as hell. I plan on doing more statues from Overwatch, but love Overwatch. Also, a really good friend of mine, well, she's probably in my top 5 best friends ever. She has a YouTube channel. I can't remember what it is, but I'm going to look it up and I'll share it. But you guys should certainly go follow her. She has a badass Reaper costume that she's made for cosplay. Oh my gosh. She made her claws. She made her suit. She made her mask, but then she ended up buying a mask. But I thought the one she made was pretty badass too. Plus, she sewed her cloak together too. And she originally made her own guns until we found some cool ones at Emerald City Comic Con that hers were cool too. I'm just saying we found some other ones that were actually Overwatch licensed product, and she goes, I want to buy it, so we bought it for her. As soon as I remember what her YouTube channel is, I'll share it and post it on here. But you should definitely go follow her. She's awesome. She's fantastic. She's amazing, and I love her to death. She's part of my family, pretty much, in my opinion. Moving on to the next game, Wolfenstein 2. This is a newer game, just came out this past year. I did play Wolfenstein 1. If you didn't, go play it. If you want, I mean, come on, a game where you're shooting fucking Nazis and you have badass equipment. This is a game that takes place in the early days where in World War II, and a character gets knocked unconscious. When he wakes up, like 16 years have gone by, something like that. World War II, we lost. The Nazis fucking won. So this is a cool concept of what if the Nazis had basically took over the world. My girlfriend was really cool for Christmas and bought me a collector's edition. It wasn't one that I was entirely aiming at, yet I'm super happy she got it for me. Because it comes... Now, I haven't set it up yet because I don't have an exact spot I want to set it up yet, but I plan on. So it comes with this... Call it the Terror Billy, because that's the main character in the game you play as. So I think this opens, doesn't it? Oh, maybe it doesn't. Well, either way, if you can tell right here, I'll open it up maybe another night. But here, he actually is a foot tall, and he looks like the old school G.I. Joe. That's what it's supposed to make it look like. It's supposed to look like the old school G.I. Joes from like 1980. So that's awesome, man. Like, for real. If you looked at that, and it would look like an actual G.I. Joe. He has another jacket you can put on him. He has, oh my gosh, he has like 8 different weapons you can put in his hands. This is awesome. Love you, baby. Thank you for buying this for Christmas for me. I love it. Love you! My girlfriend, if you didn't hear it, said she loves me. So, that was cool. Yeah, put the whole word about that later. Alright, we're trying to go fast. Alright, Injustice 2. I bought the collector's edition, which, okay, I lied. Didn't buy the collector's because apparently, like, 2 weeks before they came out, they released, hey, we're gonna do a collector's edition, which has a statue of so-and-so, and it was pretty lame looking and stupid, so I just ignored it and got this one, which is the edition I wanted anyway, because it came with a steelbook, and it came with all the expansion characters. Injustice. Injustice is a cool way to play. I love Mortal Kombat. I don't have it at the moment, but it's basically Mortal Kombat with DC characters. The story's awesome. It's pretty much a rip-off of all the comic books, but they mix and match them because it's not the actual comic book, but it's not like not the comic book, so it mixes and matches. But it's pretty fun. It's awesome. It's a great way to it's a great way to smack talk with your friends and do some fun stuff. My friend I was just telling you about that does the Reaper cosplay. She has a badass fucking Catwoman. She kicks my ass all the time with her Catwoman. One of these days, I'm going to make sure that I beat the shit out of her. I am an amazing asshole with Green Arrow. So I'm just going to beat the fuck out of her. Also, I haven't fought with her with my new Hellboy. I really am good at Hellboy. And what's one of the other new characters I'm really good with? Oh, no. I wanted Red Hood because I'm a big Red Hood guy. I even have, like, a Red Hood wallet. I think Red Hood's like one of the coolest people ever, especially what they did with him in Arkham Knight. Like, I wanted Red Hood to be such a badass in Injustice 2. I was like, oh my god, Red Hood, yay! And he sucks. He so sucks. I'm so mad about that. Why did you make one of the coolest characters in DC just suck? Like, why? People are amazing with them, but I suck with them, so I'll keep trying and do what I can. Almost there. Almost done, guys. Almost there. Thank you for staying. I really do appreciate that you guys have stayed this long. Thank you. Star Wars Battlefront. As you can see here, I have the Ultimate Edition. There's a couple reasons for that. One, a while ago I told you I bought my PS4 and I had the Darth Vader's the Battlefront edition, so it came with this. Came with all the expansions, came with all that fun stuff. It was awesome. I was so happy about it. Then I got rid of it and lost this game, so I wanted to get it again, and I didn't want to pay for all the expansions separately. Well, it just happened to go on sale, and this was like 20 or 30 bucks, and this came with the game and all the expansions, so I was like, yes! So I got it, and yes, there was a lot of issues with it. Yes, they fucked up by not having space battles day one. That was an idiot move on their part. However, it was fantastic marketing, like for real. So the Battle of Jakku, which was the free DLC that they gave right off the bat with the game came out a week before the movie Star Wars The Force Awakens. Great marketing ploy. It really was for Lucasfilm and all and EA and all of them. Why? Because people were like, oh, go play Battle of Jakku. And people were like, I don't know, what's the Battle of Jakku? And it's like, well, once you play the movie, once you watch the movie, it's going to be awesome because you're going to be like, oh my god, that's the battle. So that was actually really cool. Like my voice there? It goes like South Park almost, but I'm not South Park. But then later on, the final DLC got released the day that Rogue One got released. And what is the DLC? The Battle of Scarif, which is the planet they go to in Rogue One. So in my opinion, EA had it made right there. They were like, hey guys, I'm gonna spoon feed you everything that I know you're gonna buy. Because it's right when you think you're gonna drop out of this game, like, I've been playing Battlefront, but I'm bored. I'm going to play Call of Duty. But guess what? The new Star Wars movie comes out. Did you know that the new Star Wars DLC is part of the new movie comes out? Oh my god, yes! Oh my god! So that was just easy marketing. Oh my god. Super easy marketing. Too bad they've kind of fucked it up with Battlefront 2, but we're not getting into that tonight. Almost there. We got like 4 more games. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Come on, ruin me. Almost there. Thank you for holding on for this video for this long. Oh my god. Even I'm a little tired from talking this much. I'm probably gonna faint from being lightheaded. Rocksmith. I have this game. If you don't have this game, buy it. Especially if you like music. I mean, if you don't like music, don't buy it. But if you like music, buy the fuck out of this game. Because it is amazing. Especially if you know how to play the guitar, or if you don't know how to play the guitar. This is a fantastic game. I love how they were able to change the play of it. So there's certain parts of the game that play like an arcade game. However, you're using a guitar. So it helps you practice moving your fingers with the frets, or it helps you how hard you should be strumming or how light you should be strumming. So it's a really cool concept. Plus, as you play the songs, okay, Rock Band or Guitar Hero. If you start the game and you set it on the hardest setting and you start shitting your pants like the first wave in, it's just gonna tell you, well, you suck. Start again on a lower difficulty. This game, you started on the highest setting. You know what? This actually doesn't even start off on the highest setting. It starts off on the easiest setting. Yeah, I think there's a way to do it, change it to hardest, but you start off in the easiest setting. If you prove that you're awesome, because it'll give you 1 or 2 notes, and it separates the song into certain area sections. The first 2 sections, you just nail every beat. It raises the bar a little higher, and it keeps doing that until finally you get to a section where you're like, oh shit, I'm fucking it up. And it just lowers it 1 wave so that you're at a base that you can play at. And then over time, the goal is for you to keep raising until it's no longer blocking out any notes. You're hitting all your notes. So that's an awesome concept. Whoever wrote the code and line of code for that, gold star for you guys. I really hope that there's a Rocksmith 2018 or 2019. I really look forward to that. It's a fantastic game. If you don't have it, get your hands on it, especially if you love music. Come on, guys. If you love music, that's a no-brainer right there. Because there's also a bass section of that, too. Forza Horizons 3. I am a big car guy. I don't know if I've talked about that before. Forza Horizons is pretty fantastic. Great graphics. Great concept. You know, you're driving in the Australian outback. A Lamborghini right there in the front. Also, if you owned any of the Halo games, they gave you a free Warthog to drive around in this, and that was pretty badass too. I really love driving the Warthog in there. Forza Horizon 3, guys. If you love good racing games, it's an exclusive Xbox One game. That's awesome. Assassin's Creed 2. This was a gift from a really good friend of mine. Actually, not just good, my best friend. I love her to death, Chelsea. She gave this to me because I told her I wanted to get into the Assassin's Creed games. I've only actually played Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed 4. I have not beat an Assassin's Creed game. I own Revelations and Brotherhood too because it was free to download on Xbox. However, the problem I have with Assassin's Creed game is Assassin's Creed, in my opinion, is a fantastic story. It is a mind-boggling adventure. It is just beyond, like, whoever came up with this idea was a god. It's awesome. However, the only downside is you fuck it up with so much boring stuff you do in the middle to like, oh, okay, well, there's a hidden side mission that you could go kill someone here. Yay. And let me tell you something. I don't know about the other games, but in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, that actually doesn't make any sense. You don't know why. So in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, you play this pirate guy. You end up getting into this battle over the sea with this other captain because you're trying to rob the place. Well, turns out on board the ship there is an assassin. He is actually a bad assassin. He's flipped sides to the Templars, and he's actually trying to bring them information. He's doing against the assassin code. He's because the Templars are the bad guys, and the assassins are supposed to be the good guys, the protectors. Yeah. Because Templars want to rule the world. Yeah. So you go, you fight them, and somehow you get lucky enough as this pirate to take down a fully trained assassin. Whatever, I'll buy it. I'll roll with it. You put on his clothes to like, okay, this is kind of a badass outfit. I like it. I can roll with it. Then, as you're playing the game, like, no shit. So you meet up with the guys that the assassin was supposed to meet up with, and it works for you because your character they've never met, so it works. And your character rolls along with it because you're like, hey, well, they're looking for this badass treasure. I'm a pirate. I like treasure. I'll roll with these guys. So that worked for the story. However, why would the pirate be roaming around town and find secret messages to kill people? Like, for shit's sake, he's not an assassin. He's a pirate. That makes no sense for the story. I'm just saying, play the game, people. Figure that out. The thing about Assassin's Creed is all of them are the same with the concept of, let me write out this badass intro, let me write this badass middle, and let me even give you a cool finale. But in the middle, I don't know what to do, so just close my eyes and let you run wild and see what happens. It sucks. But other than that, it's a great game. My last game on the shelf, guys, the last game here is the Mass Effect trilogy. Pick this up. I actually did spend a little pretty penny on this guy because it's the trilogy. Which is ironic just if you're PlayStation people because you can actually only get the first Mass Effect game if you buy it like this, because originally Mass Effect 1 was an Xbox One only, not Xbox 360 game, and then Mass Effect 2 came out on PS3, and so forth for Mass Effect 3, and people were like, we want Mass Effect 1, so they're like, okay, fine. So they put this trilogy out, and you could get it on PS3, but that's the only way to get it on PS3. Mass Effect, Mass Effect, I haven't finished the series by any means. I'm so nowhere near it, the ending. I tried playing, the whole even reason I have Mass Effect was, like, forever ago, when Mass Effect 3 first came out, I saw the trailer for it, and I thought, oh my god, this looks like a fun game. I went in the store to buy it. This was before I worked at GameStop. The manager there, who kind of was a friend, told me that I wasn't allowed to buy 3, and he actually refused to sell it to me because Mass Effect was his favorite game ever, and he told me that I needed to play through the first one before I was allowed to play any of the Mass Effects. So I bought the first one. Hated it. So I returned it. Then later on, years later, like, let's give it another try. I still hate it because it's hard to get through. It's really, the controls suck, the movement sucks, the cameraing sucks, the concept of it's alright. I mean, it's not an MMO per se, but it's a giant open world scenario in space, and that's kind of cool, like Star Trek Online, that kind of stuff. But it just falls flat on its face because it just sucks. I'm actually thinking about skipping through the first one and starting Mass Effect 2. I'll probably do that here pretty soon in the next few weeks, just because I'm like, fuck it, I've had this game on my shelf for almost 2 years and still haven't, so I'm gonna have to skip over it. Actually though, even though I said that's my last game, there's another game I've been playing like crazy, and it's a digital one I bought, a while back. The Xbox had a sale for like $5, you got, Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light. I'm playing through Metro 2033. I fucking love it, but it's terrifying. I think I freaked the shit out of my girlfriend a lot because I'll be sitting there playing it and like something will jump out. I'm like, oh my god! And she's like, what? What's going on? And I'm like, just, a scary thing jumped out at me. She's like, don't do that! And I'm just like, so it's awesome. It's a survival horror shooter. Pretty cool concept. It's based off of a book. I haven't read the book. Maybe one of these days I'll get around to reading the book. But really cool game. I'm actually really excited because Metro Exodus, the third expansion of the game series, comes out this year. Super, super excited. I know I'm excited about Darksiders 3. I don't have Darksiders on this shelf. I need to. I've played through them. I love Darksiders. Really excited for Darksiders 3. It's going to be another expansion. The Anthem, that's another game that's coming out. Looks kind of cool. I'm not sure because it looks like almost like Destiny meets Call of Duty meets like Mass Effect, so that could be cool. However, it's made by EA and BioWare, and the thing is I haven't made Mass Effect Andromeda, but people are practically giving that game away free. As soon as it becomes free, I'm actually gonna pick it up just to try it. But that was one of those games that everyone was super, super huge about, and then it just fell flat on its face. I don't know why, but I am excited to see why. But people are judging it really too harshly, and I know if it has anything to do with Destiny, people are gonna judge it way too harshly because people do. That's because people are idiots. You really are people. I'm gonna walk out here before we end tonight a little bit because I said I was gonna show you the cool stuff I have.
Don't look.
Don't look.
Now everyone knows.
Don't look about what? The camera's on me, so yeah, it's on me. My girlfriend's being funny. That's all.
Oh no! Show them what I'm really doing.
We'll do that in a second. I'm this. As you can see here, I have this is the Master Chief and Spartan Locke statue down here from the collectors I was talking to you about. Also right here is a Batman statue. That's cool. Down here is a Doom statue, so that's really cool. As you can see also, there's a giant Red Hood statue kind of action figure back there. Plus, in the glass case here, I have Game Fuel Mountain Dew that I've never opened. I have a glass bottle and a can, so that's really cool. Plus, there's some True Blood and Gears of War Emulsion energy drink. Down below there's a Lord Saladin from Destiny. There's a weird Batsu Marcus Phoenix, a Japanese figure. There's a cool, if you use small soldiers back there, I'll show you that another night, but that's Archer. There's more Gears of War stuff there, a bunch of little Gears of War minis and shit back there with X-Men and Doctor Who, and hey, back there, a signed Five-Finger Death Punch. How did that get there? I don't know. Overwatch poster, because, yeah, you had to have to. Don't mind my tiny ass 22-inch TV. I know. Anyone wants to buy me a new one, I wouldn't turn that down. 4K, please. Like Gears of War console. I really, really love it. My girlfriend, do you actually want me to show?
I don't. I just thought.
Oh, I don't know. My girlfriend. So I don't know how to go into that. We're not going to go into that tonight.
Maybe that's another blog.
That's another blog, yes, because we're already 50 minutes into this. Way longer than I've ever... This is the longest blog I've ever done. If you've actually sat through this whole blog, I love you. Like, you can marry me. I'm sorry, honey. They're going to have to marry... They sat through this blog. They've earned my hand in marriage.
That's a nice thing since our 1 year's on Thursday.
I know. We'll talk about that too, because our 1 year anniversary is on Thursday. But hey, thank you for watching my blog. Thank you for listening to me tonight. Oh, yeah, still, don't look at my trashy table. Don't look at it. It's not there.
It's quiet hours.
Oh, yeah, it's quiet hours. Sorry, it's quiet hours. Thank you for listening to me tonight, guys. I will blog, probably not tomorrow night, but I have a couple nights off this week. I'll do some vlogs. We'll do some fun. I'll put some other people in the pipeline, and we're going to have some fun people on here. I'm going to bring some people onto the show and make some fun little skits, okay? You guys have a fantastic night. Thank you for listening, and always stay classy, okay, guys?